Last week I mentioned to the club that our ENACTUS team had recently visited Cincinnati, Ohio, and competed in their national competitions for this year, and that they had made it through the semifinals, which means that they competed against about 330 teams, would you say, Dr. Bennett? And that we were in the top third. The next round went from 100 teams or so down to 20. So we made it through the first round, and we were very pleased, and I brought the team with us today, and they're going to do their presentation as they did that day for competition. So we have big goals for next year. And the team realizes that, and so we're looking forward to next year. But I did want to just give you a little background about our ENACTUS and our ENACTUS students. Our objectives are to develop leadership skills. Now, how do you do that? We teach them some theory and some perspectives on leadership, which we all know, and we may not understand where they came from or how we developed them, but that's what this class is designed to do. And then we give them opportunities to actually apply those skills that they learn. And the way that we apply them is through outreach programs in our local community. And so you're going to get a great synopsis of what programs we've been doing since really August of last year. So I'm pleased to be able to share that information with you. If you care to look at the enactusunitedstates.org website, and I encourage you to do that, you will see the broad depth and scope of ENACTUS on a global stage. And I put some quick facts out on your table so you can look at those or take them with you if you want to. We are proud at GSW to have this team and to have this team represent not only the School of Business in this institution, but our community. There are 518 teams globally. There are 17,294 students who are actively engaged in ENACTUS activities, and they volunteer 500,000 hours, 514,000 hours. That's a tremendous amount for students who are going through their higher ed and their academic goals and achieving those at the same time. So with no further ado, I'm going to ask the team to go ahead and move to the front because we're going to present from the front of the room. So if you guys want to move around and change your chair so that you can have a good view, that would be great. The program is 17 minutes, and how do I know that? Because the competition is timed to the minute, to the T. So they have been practicing and are queued up and ready to do that. At the end, they will open up a quick Q&A session. So if you have some questions, please jot them down so that you can ask them that. I would like to recognize my co-teacher, Dr. Robert Bennett. Would you stand up, please? Yay! Dr. Bennett and I took over the team in August of last year, and we have worked very hard with our students, but they have taught us so much as well. This is a win-win for all of us, and I'm pleased that he is here with us today. And then I'm going to ask the students, each one, to introduce themselves, and this may be a little redundant, but I wanted you to know where their hometowns were, what their majors were, and so that's not part of the program. So they're going to introduce themselves, and then we also have two other members of our team who are in the audience, and so I'm going to make sure that they introduce themselves too. So David and Chandler, will you make sure you introduce yourselves after the others? And I guess with no further ado, team, we'll start over here. Will you do your introductions?
I'm Hope Whitaker. I'm from Mapleton, Georgia. I'm a junior and I'm an HR major.
I'm Ashton Goff. I'm from Thomasville, Georgia. I'm a sophomore and I'm a marketing major.
My name is Tyler Tundy. I'm from Ellaville, Georgia. I'm a graduating senior and I'm a marketing major.
I'm Lisa White. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a graduating senior and I am a HR major.
I'm Julia Wells. I'm from Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I'm a graduating senior and also an HR major.
And I'm David Parks. I'm from Americus, a senior and a marketing major.
I'm Chandler Bryant. I'm from Thomasville, Georgia. I'm a junior and a marketing major.
And I just want to thank the club for having us here today, and I hope that you enjoy the program.
Julia Wells. ENACTUS at Georgia Southwestern State University has firmly established itself as a leading volunteer group and advocacy group on our campus and in our community of Americus, Georgia. Our 50 members have exceeded goals and continued a tradition of excellence through hard work and determination. Americus is a rural community that suffers from high poverty rates, economic hardships, and a number of social challenges. Our 50 members have taken on several projects this year to better our community, but the most prevalent include battling hunger, promoting environmental sustainability, and advocating for the health and wellness and academic progress of our youth.
Hello, my name is Elisa White. GSW ENACTUS has become very well known and well respected in our community, not just as a group of concerned students, but also as one of the most active and impactful social service organizations in the region. We are very excited to be here today to share with you our experiences as well as our successes from the past year. We put a lot of time and a lot of effort into our projects, and we look forward to sharing them with you today. We would also like to take this time to recognize any guests that are in attendance today.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Tundy. We attend Georgia Southwestern State University with an enrollment just over 3,000 students. Our focus is meeting the primary needs of our community. We're not able to turn to large corporations for funding. We must raise our own. We use fundraisers such as selling barbecue and raffle tickets and also hosting a skeet shoot competition.
Hello, I'm Ashton Goff. In the past year, we have helped establish, organize, market, and provide funding for the region's only food pantry, Harvest of Hope. We have developed, piloted, and promoted a health and wellness program that works well for middle school children. We call this program Fun and Fit. With our project Building Bridges for Kids, we have once again mentored struggling school-age children from challenging home environments and remained actively involved in the lives of young ladies at the United Methodist Youth Home of Americus. In our Sustainable Campus program, we have focused on educating and leading students toward a safer campus, with major focus on recycling and campus beautification. In addition, we have continued our tradition of volunteering for and leading important community events, such as the well-known bicycle race, Tour de Farms, to benefit sustainable and fair trade agricultural practices in coffee-producing countries worldwide.
Hello, I'm Hope Whitaker. Americus is a picturesque South Georgia town of 17,000 people. In our city and county, over 25% of residents live at or below the poverty level. In our small community, we believe if ENACTUS doesn't do it, perhaps nobody will. So we rally with the slogan, ENACTUS GSW leading the way. Our other motto being, small community, big impact. We must use our limited resources where they will make the biggest impact, and our ENACTUS team has earned a reputation through investing in our community. The words of President Lyndon Johnson inspire us. There is so much that we have yet to do. The hunger and poverty in the world are great. We must apply our talents and ingenuity to these most basic of issues and do the greatest good for the greatest number.
Personal and economic growth cannot occur if people suffer from hunger and a lack of hope and opportunity. In the beginning of the school year, we learned of an ambitious project called the Harvest of Hope Food Pantry. We partnered with our local community business leaders to provide a marketing initiative as well as foundational assistance for them. The Harvest of Hope Food Pantry is now able to reach a larger number of senior citizens, many of whom rely primarily on the government for their income. Many of these senior citizens were not aware before the food pantry where their next meal would come from. The food pantry has been able to provide the security for them.
Harvest of Hope needed able assistance in establishing the administrative organization and building local awareness and support. We helped to create a strong marketing message to build a foundation for fundraising, and social media presence. We have worked tirelessly to develop a comprehensive marketing plan to increase social media awareness and client awareness. Today, just several months after the founding, Harvest of Hope is a thriving food pantry with greatly increased donations and greater usage by those in need.
During the past year, we have partnered with ENACTUS, the Student Business Leadership Organization of Georgia Southwestern University, to grow the Harvest of Hope Food Pantry, and they've been an amazing catalyst in expanding our community engagement, helping us to establish a website, developing social media outreach, and organizing our first annual signature fundraiser event. The students have demonstrated maturity and professionalism, and working together with them has been a wonderful and hopefully mutually beneficial experience. Their passion, creative ideas, and youthful energy have been a tremendous boost to our ministry, and we look forward to continued collaboration in the years ahead as we work together to share God's love in our community.
We organized and kicked off Harvest of Hope's annual fundraiser, Shoot Skeets So Everyone Eats. This event was held in mid-March. It was very successful. We had over a dozen sponsors and over 50 shooters. The event raised in excess of $5,000, which converts to over 25,000 cans of food. ENACTUS GSW raised all the sponsorship funds, sold the tickets, set up the event, and provided the manpower to put on the event. Our group has been directly responsible for the distribution of canned goods along with fresh produce.
Pearl S. Buck said, if our American way of life fails a child, it fails us all. We who are lucky enough to be attending school and pursuing our educational and professional goals are especially responsible to educate, influence, and provide for our youth. For the past 8 years, several ENACTUS members have signed on as mentors with the Sumter County school system. We call this program Building Bridges for Kids. This is especially important in the school system where morale and support are unfortunately low due to the weak emphasis on education due to the children who live below the poverty line.
These children often face several obstacles that they must overcome in order to be successful in school. For example, our members report that these students often speak of hunger and other basic family needs. It is the responsibility of this program to help guide their path as well as present advice for them to master challenges that may come their way. It is our goal to have at least one mentor for every child in need. To find potential mentors, we hold ongoing interest meetings as well as training sessions. So far, we have corresponded nearly 75 mentoring pairs, many of which are still active today. At this rate, we have about 8 of our very own GSW ENACTUS students currently leading this effort through holding weekly meetings with their student mentees.
We work closely and diligently with the children to improve their academic and social well-being. We work with them on activities such as organizing, planning for the future, studying, and talking about their interests. Our group has contributed over 100 hours this year alone. All of the students have enjoyed the mentoring process and have expressed a stronger desire to stay in school. Many of our mentees go on to be first-generation college students.
The Methodist Youth Home for Girls is also a part of our Building Bridges program and has been a legacy project for our team since we decided nearly 8 years ago to concentrate on the youth of our community. The girls at the Methodist Youth Home are teenagers that come from extremely difficult home environments. There is a troubling lack of consistency and stability in their lives, and we aim to provide just that. Most Monday nights for the past 8 years, ENACTUS GSW members have visited the girls. Charitable and legal support for these girls ceases at the age of 18, so we have done things such as educating them on budgeting, hosting an annual allowance contest, and encouraging the girls to learn how to apply for jobs as well as college.
We enjoy focusing on their future. We teach them things like interview and speaking skills. We also take them to sporting events, host holiday parties, and demonstrate craft activities. For the most part, these girls have been disappointed in life and need a source of consistency, and ENACTUS GSW provides just that.
We here at the Methodist Home have been working with ENACTUS, well officially ENACTUS just this semester, but we have an ongoing relationship with this group since it was SIFE. So for several years, several semesters, they've done things like helping the girls budget, making college plans. We really appreciate any opportunity that our young ladies have to be able to work with college students. Most of them do not have college graduates in their family, and so it's important for us to show them that a college education is attainable. We also appreciate that there's so many different types of students in ENACTUS from so many different walks of life, and so there's somebody that everyone can relate to. One particular young lady was able to work with someone in ENACTUS and discussing the dental hygiene program at Darton, and because of that, she just finished all of her paperwork to be admitted into Darton. So we're pretty confident that she'll be accepted and be able to pursue that. So not only will she be the first high school graduate in her family, but she will also be the first college graduate. So overall, we're very thankful for everything that SIFE and ENACTUS have been able to do for our girls.
In this day and age where obesity is a major problem for our youth, physical fitness as well as nutritional awareness is important and key to a healthy lifestyle. Because of this, we have implemented and piloted our Fun and Fit program. Through this program, we teach basic education and fitness, nutrition, we discuss healthy eating choices, and we also give fun and entertaining exercises. At this juncture, we have piloted the program with our local private school, as well as the United Methodist Youth Home, in which over 200 children so far have completed this program.
We can definitely say this program has made an impact, as all participants reported enjoying the physical activity and expressed a desire to continue. These children stated that they were excited to share with their friends and family the healthy lifestyle tips they learned through this program. Through our early efforts, we were able to assist and nurture our youth's physical, intellectual, and future preparedness needs. We plan to expand this program into the Sumter County school system next year, where we will reach nearly 1,000 students.
The impact that this has had on the kids so far is, one, they're excited about it. They have an opportunity to get outside, come out and enjoy the weather and environment and get to run around. They've learned the difference between healthy choices and poor choices in their diet, which are minute points that they can continue to make every day that'll have a huge impact on their life, quality of life, and longevity of life. They've also, I've heard several of them talk about going back and talking with their parents about the importance of safe eating habits and lowering the amount of sugar that they take in their daily diets. So it's had a multi-layer impact in the fact that it impacted entire families with it too. Being younger, having the group out from Southwestern has been a blessing for us, that they've been young and energetic with them. The kids really enjoyed it and responded well to it. I've really enjoyed the program, so have the other ones.
Georgia Southwestern has a lovely traditional college campus, but in the last 12 months, there have been several reports of car break-ins and students feeling less than safe. We have developed a program to improve campus safety efforts with volunteers working as a part of a campus watch and escort program. We also intend to evaluate campus lighting. Though we are in the very early stages of this program, we have already won the support of the school's administration, campus safety, and also the student government. We've combined this program into our already existing Sustainable Campus program, which we lead.
For the last several years, ENACTUS GSW has led a campus-wide recycling project. This project has led to the collection of hundreds of pounds of recyclable paper, plastic, and aluminum. A group of our own students have also initiated a project to beautify our campus lake and install a fountain and footpath. They have already won the support from campus grounds and maintenance, and they expect to make more progress on this project before the school year ends.
To fund our operations this year, we have partnered with our local Walmart to put on 2 Raising Cane's barbecue rib sales. We have established a very strong relationship with the local Walmart's GM, Mr. John Hicks, who also serves on our School of Business's Board of Advisors. This year, we have raised nearly $7,000 and sold nearly 400 slabs of ribs. This partnership has also helped us meet many of the local community leaders.
We feel privileged here at Walmart to help support our local ENACTUS organization. We feel that they are one of the key service organizations in our community. By helping feed the hungry and mentoring young children, they're also gaining valuable experience on how to become our future leaders.
We at Americus are fortunate to have local entrepreneur Bill Harris, who has led the way in assisting coffee farmers worldwide through the mission of fair trade. Cafe Campesino is a local coffee roaster, vendor, distributor, and a lead member of Co-op Coffees Worldwide. The Fair Trade Mission was created to give coffee farmers worldwide a market for their crops that is free and more profitable compared to the broker network, which fixes costs well below the fair market price.
Partnering with Mr. Harris allows us to help small communities like Americus worldwide. Mr. Harris has developed a co-op agreement between 30 roasters in North America. ENACTUS GSW was able to help host discussion on fair trade coffee, how much this organization meant to farmers worldwide. In addition, ENACTUS GSW helps Cafe Campesino market their products with coffee tastings, marketing, logistics, and brainstorming ideas that promotes the free enterprise aspect. Co-op has begun a widely recognized and well-attended bike race, the Tour de Farms, that had over 100 participants in the second annual event. This bike race takes participants to a number of organic and sustainable agricultural farms throughout Southwest Georgia. Organizers said that this event would have not been successful without our efforts.
There have been many other events, too numerous to mention, in which we have volunteered. We were instrumental in the success of the Humane Society's annual casino night. 300 community members attended and $23,500 was raised. We helped to host the annual Downtown Americus Open House. We helped our local partner Walmart host the children's portion of their community Christmas event. Each semester, we send volunteers to the Special Olympics. And in the fall semester, some of our very own students prepared and presented a one-hour session called Focus for Success. The presentation contained advice for saving and investing money, as well as professional and career advice. 50 people from the campus and community attended and stated they had received a piece of advice they could use in their career.
We have worked very hard to make a big impact on our small community, and we believe in our hearts that we have made a tremendous difference which will impact generations to come. We ask that you focus on the impact, appreciation, and respect that our community has for our ENACTUS team. Because of our efforts, fewer people are hungry and fewer people have to wonder about the source of their needs.
Because of GSW ENACTUS, our community school children have a more positive outlook on their future, their studies, their health, and their overall well-being. Our campus is also more safe, inviting, and beautiful due to our emphasis on sustainability and recycling. As we look back on this past year, we can say that we definitely lived up to our stated goals of making a big impact on our small community.
Thank you for your time. We're now ready to answer any questions you may have.
Do you have any new projects in the mix for next year with your group?
A lot of our projects are actually legacy projects, so we focus on keeping a log of what activities we've done to raise money and how successful they've been so that we can continue to do those things. But the campus lake, I think, is going to be a really big project because the idea wasn't really formed until midway through this semester, and that wasn't enough time to really make a lot of progress. But since they've already got the support, they have an action plan already, and I think next year they're going to have a large focus on that.
And to add to that, we have a lot of projects that we just started this year, and like for instance, our Harvest of Hope. We're helping them out, and we are, like our annual skeet shoot, our first annual skeet shoot was very successful this year, and we are planning to probably do that more in the future. We're also trying to help them learn how to sustain on their own as well.
Let me add to what they've said real quick, if I might. I think this group, and let's give this group a round of applause. I'm a little bit partial to their efforts, but I think we were just a razor-thin away from making that top 20. I mean, I think we have the potential to be one of the very best ENACTUS organizations in the United States. And you know, these organizations were from all over the country, large universities. In the first round, we defeated the University of Georgia and then Clemson University, to give you an idea where Georgia Southwestern stands. We had emails from Clemson University asking us advice on how they could improve their program. So that gave us a little bit of pride that we stood. But I think the next step we have to take, and we're going to really have to partner with the community. We do a lot for people throughout the community, but the next step is helping people do a lot for themselves. The sustainable part, the old saying, you can give people fish or you can teach them how to fish, and that's going to be the next step. We need to, instead of mentoring children, we need to be putting children in entrepreneurial opportunities. Instead of raising money for food, we need to think about things like gardening, think about things like creating food, maybe think about ways that we can sell something to create a sustainable source of income to feed the hungry. So we're going to call on y'all, and if you have any ideas, Dr. Chokas and I would love to hear from you, but this group did extremely well, but we also know, guys, where we need to go, what the next step is. I just wanted to add that. Y'all go ahead with any questions you have for our group.
And truly, with the interest of time, I know that we might be running close today. If you do have questions or follow-up questions or thoughts that you may think of later, you know how to reach me. I'll be back over here next Tuesday, and we'll be glad to have the group address those. We are in the middle of our own strategic planning process, and I know the Rotary Club is doing that as well, so maybe we can be a part of yours if you can be a part of ours. And that would be a great partnership, and we'd love to have the collaboration. So thank you very much again for allowing us to be here today. And students, you knocked it out of the park one more time. Thank you very much.